Hey, what's up everybody? So today we will be going over how to do a kettlebell swing. During this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a hip hinge as well, because a hip hinge is the foundation of the kettlebell swing. After you get that hip hinge down, you can get those kettlebell swings down, and they're a fantastic workout. If you're in any of my classes, you're always going to hear me talk about kettlebells. Kettlebells is like my foundation when it comes to any of my workouts. They're phenomenal for your body, and you can get a lot of work done in a short amount of time. So just check the rest of this video out and check out this technique I'm about to show you. So before you start swinging a kettlebell, the first thing you need to understand is how to do a hip hinge properly. If you don't do that hip hinge properly, you risk a lot of things and a lot of muscles being pulled and a lot of incidents happening. So when you do the hip hinge, what I like to do is I use the V, the oblique crease you have right here. You're just going to push it back. Alright, you're going to let your butt pop out backwards, okay? Now, as you can see, my legs are straight, alright? I can put a little bend in them, okay? Now, as of right here, I have a straight back, just like this. Alright, now I'm hinging, okay? So now, I'm going to put it back here in the V. I'm going to come up, alright? So as I come up, I keep my glutes tight, and I keep my core tight, alright? So, I'm going to come here, hinge, up, just like that, alright? So, I'm hinging, I'm pushing back, my butt's poking out, boom. Everything gets tight here, so I squeeze all of this area when I come up, okay? So again, hinge, up. Alright, so now I'm going to get the kettlebell, I'm going to show you how that looks. Alright, so what I'm going to do here with this kettlebell, so I've got it right here, I'm going to hinge, alright? Now, I can't grab the kettlebell right here. My legs are too straight. Now I have to add a little bit of a squat in there. Alright? So, now I have the kettlebell. Now I can just come up with it. Now, what I just did there, I hinged, I picked that kettlebell up. That's the deadlift on a kettlebell, okay? So, this is the first part of doing that kettlebell swing. Again, I'm going to come here, I'm going to hinge, add that squat in there, I'm going to grab that bell, okay, so now that's basically kind of step one and kind of step two within the kettlebell swing. Alright, so from here, now I'm going to place the kettlebell back down where it's at. So, how to get the kettlebell in position to swing it. So, step one, I'm going to hinge. Now I'm going to come down here. Step two, I'm going to grab this bell, okay? To finish step two, I'm going to fall back a little bit and load up my hips, just like this. Alright? That's step one and step two. Step three, I'm going to hike it like a football behind me. So when you hike the kettlebell, one of the number one things that I see wrong with that is when we hike this kettlebell, we keep it really low when we round our back. So I like to imagine there is a 2-liter bottle behind me, and I can't let the kettlebell hit that 2-liter bottle, okay? So, example, this is not a 2-liter bottle, but this is a bottle. I don't want the kettlebell to hit that, okay, when I swing it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that kettlebell in position. Remember, I'm going to hinge my hips. Another thing too, you're going to be a foot away from the kettlebell, around a foot away from it, shoulder width apart when you get in position to swing it. So I'm going to hinge down, add the squat. Alright, so now I'm going to hop back, and what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to swing it in between my legs. So when I do this, I want to go right here, and I want the outsides of my wrist to go between my legs, okay? Just like this. The finishing position should be just like this. Hamstring should be nice and tight. Alright, so we're going to come here. I'm going to show you a kettlebell swing in full motion now. So we're going to come here, and alright. That's how you properly swing the kettlebell. As you see, what I did at the very end, how I set it down, I came here, I swung it, and then I went down, and then I placed it back down just the way I swung it. So the next tip I want to give you when you're swinging the kettlebell is you don't have to bring it all the way above your head or anything. Your arms are basically going to be noodles during this whole entire session right here. All right, you want your hips, lower body, your core to do all the work, right? Your arms are just there to grip that kettlebell. So what I'm doing is I'm letting my hips pop my hands up, okay? All right, and one thing you want to focus on when you're doing that, you gotta make sure those glutes are tight. You'll end up overextending your back. So again, I'm going to show you in different positions how this swing looks. So I'm going to get ready, get in position, I'm going to hike it, and okay? So now, I'm going to bring the kettlebell here. I'm going to show you in front of the camera. So I'm going to hinge my hips. I'm going to add that squat. Back straight and hike it. Okay. Remember to breathe. And that is how you do the kettlebell swing.